Ice shelves are sort of areas where you have a large amount of ice sort of draining out into the coast. So the Amery Ice Shelf has a very large catchment area. Excuse me. Anyway, so the I'll just speak up a little bit.
That curry's coming back to haunt you.
Yeah, so ice shelves are a really sensitive part of the climate system, because you've got a large amount of ice draining through a narrow coastal margin, and what has been noticed from some of the recent ice shelf collapse events that have occurred on the Antarctic Peninsula is that the large glaciers feeding the ice shelves speed up dramatically once the ice shelves disintegrate, and the rate at which the ice is discharged can sort of double, or maybe up to about 6 times faster. So AMISOR, it's a pretty large project that's been running for about 10 years now, and the aim of the project is to investigate the interaction between the Amery Ice Shelf and the ocean. So the Amery Ice Shelf is a really large body of ice which floats on the ocean. It's about 600 kilometres long and several hundred kilometres wide at the calving front. That's down in Pritz Bay. And what we do with the hot water drilling component of the AMISOR program, AMISOR, by the way, is Amery Ice Shelf Ocean Research. It's always nice to define acronyms. The hot water drilling component of the project, we basically use a hot water drill system to melt a borehole in the ice shelf, and we deploy a range of instruments through the borehole into the ocean cavity below the ice shelf. So we measure the salinity and temperature at depth using CTDs, and we also take ice cores, and the ice cores are used to understand the structure and of the ice, and it tells us a little bit about the dynamics of the ice by studying the ice cores. So this year was a field program. We drilled 2 boreholes. One was towards the western margin of the Amery Ice Shelf near Elsa Platform, and the other one about 60 kilometres further east near Gillick Island. The drill system itself, it's all pretty compact. But all up, we have about 14 tonnes of cargo which we have to fly out to the Amery Ice Shelf, and it takes us a little while to set up before we can get drilling. But basically it can all be done with a 6-person team, and when we're drilling we actually work in shifts, so it's sort of round the clock operation once we've actually made water and are drilling.
Great.
Keeps us busy.
Evil!
For sale.
See you in the next coming years. Yeah, we're down to get a
Simon will be back in the office.
Get back to work!
You want to take the blue container off now?
Oh yeah, let's go do that.